under saddle, I make sure when I get on her that I can flex her from side to side, and she will just stand there and she will flex and be relatively soft without having to think she has to walk off all the time when I get in the saddle right away. I'll slide my hand down here. She's not as soft as I like her to be, so I'll bump on her if she doesn't bring her head over here. Bump, bump, get over here. Slide my hand down here. She doesn't bump, bump, get over here. She'll bring her head around, but she thinks I still need to help her. So I want her to kind of get over here and be a little bit soft. There we go. You know, on her own, where I don't have to keep holding on the reins all the time. She's far enough along where she can get softer on her own now. So if she's still hanging on me, I'm going to bump on her and try to get her, encourage her to get softer. So she's standing here, she lets me do that, and she's not, taking off right away. So I'm just going to show you a little bit under saddle, kind of how I want to get her, head, neck soft, her shoulder, ribs, hindquarters, and stuff like that, move them around a little bit, before I go ahead and start working on neck rein in her. I never work on the neck rein in the horse anyway, more towards the end of 2 months or 60 days anyway. It all depends on the horse and how far along the horse comes, how fast he comes along or whatever. But with her, she's at the stage where I'm going to start now. So I'll be able to squeeze and walk her forward, walk her around here. Kind of little things here I like to do. I like to use my inside hand here, pick up on that rein, and have her bend around my inside leg. Make this little circle. I can pull and release, and get her nose down there and be soft about it and walk around to the inside here. Pick up on the other side. I kind of use my leg as a guideline to bring my hand up and down my leg there. So I'll pick up to my hip, release down to my knee. I want her all 4 feet to keep walking forward and around and get soft with her face to the inside. There she kind of wants to flex on her own and put her nose way in there. That's good. That doesn't bother me at all. And I kind of squeeze my legs, keep her going forward and around there. She's the type of horse, if you use your legs a little bit, she's sensitive enough. She kind of gets a little bit crabby about it, but I'm not going to do much about it just yet. I'm just going to make her move her feet and get done what I'm asking her to do. So I'm able to do this here. I can release my legs, put my leg all the way back there, and she should yield her hindquarters. There. Hold her face. She should stay soft when I release my leg. When I release the cue for my hindquarters, release that leg forward, and I still hold her face. She should understand how to stand still and give me her face before she takes that face off, takes her face forward and gets stiff on me. So I don't want to, it all depends. I do it some on each way. I mean, sometimes I will release my leg and make her walk forward back into that circle or forward again. But I don't like to do it all the time. I want to make sure that if I release that cue for her hindquarters, that she can understand how to stand still and still be soft before I release that rein. I'll try the other side. Pick up here, put her head over here a little bit, put this leg far back as I can, and ask her to yield her hindquarters around there. See how crabby she is? I'm going to bump on her a little bit there. No. I'm not even hardly squeezing her. I'm hardly touching her with my heel. And she wants to get crabby about it. So if she starts to kind of try to bite at my foot there, I'm going to jerk on her face or do something about it. Because I'm not using my stir at all or anything. I'm just putting my heel on her, and she's just sensitive enough, and she's got an attitude about it. If you squeeze me or you make me do anything, I get crabby. So if she gets too bad about that and she wants to bite at my foot, I'm going to jerk on her or recommend her to not do that. But I can yield her hindquarters now. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this little circle here, walk her in the circle, and I'll put her nose to the inside and take her up and move that shoulder out. I'll make sure I can move that shoulder out in the circle. So pick up here, squeeze with my inside leg, reins and get that shoulder to step out of the circle. And then let her go forward again. Everything in the beginning is only a step. I release every little try that the horse gives me. Later on, each day I just keep asking for more and more steps. Or better, softer, pick her up, squeeze the inside leg, and have her step out. There. Have her step that shoulder across. So the horse has to have forward momentum to get this done. So he can step forward and across. Forward, forward. Thank you. And you can trot for her now. She can trot if she wants to. And then put her in the circle here a little bit. I'll hold her release, try to get her face down here and soft a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to pick up, squeeze with my inside heel, there, and have her step out of the circle. I release my outside leg, squeeze with my inside heel, and pick up on both reins, and shut down the forward momentum a little bit, and just take it out. Let her come around here so you can't see. I'll pick up here, keep her face to the inside, and squeeze, and then I'll kind of look where I want to go. So they come around here, I can tip her nose over here and squeeze, and she should go the opposite way of the pressure that I put on her. So now that I have that, I want to make sure that I can pick up on her and make sure that she gets vertical, give softly, vertically, on one side a little bit. And then the other side, I'll just sit here, there. She's soft, I'll release back to her again. I want to make sure that she can do this at a standstill. She's anticipating a little bit about me making her move around. So I'll just hold it here and wait for her to figure out that I'm not going to do anything. I just sit here and wait for her to figure out, there, standing still and being soft, that's what I'm asking from you. So I'll just do it again. Pick up one side a little bit and then the other side. Soft, there we go. Well, if I don't ask for her to back up, and I just want her to stand still and give to me vertically, I'm going to wait her out. I'm going to wait for her to figure that out. There, feel soft. I don't really care how low or where her head is. It's how, if she feels soft in the reins, then I'll drop it. Now, if I ask her to back up, I'll use my legs a little bit. That's her cue to back up. I'll pick up on the reins a little bit, and I'll use my legs a little bit. But if I don't use my legs and I just sit quiet in the saddle, that's her cue just to stand still and be soft and give to me. So now, if I pick up, I'll always do one side and the other side a little bit when I want her just to stand there and give to me. Wait her out. I just hold my hands. I lock my hands on my knees when I start doing this. There, she feels soft, she stood still and gave to me. Now when I ask for her to back up, I'll sit down a little bit deeper, roll my back a little bit, and then I'll use my legs a little bit. So I'll pick up the reins enough so she doesn't walk forward, and hold her if she wants to walk forward, and then I'll start using my legs a little bit so she understands eventually that's her backup cue. So I'll pick up here, and then I'll sit down, use my legs a little bit, and she should back up. Do it again. There. There. She back up. She's relatively soft doing that. Squeeze. Both legs squeeze. She should go forward. So she can do that at a standstill. Now if I walk around here,